Good morning. I'm Stephen Goff. I'm the site manager at the Porte complex. Yesterday was a devastating day for our site and for our Porte family. We lost 2 colleagues. 30 others were taken to local hospitals. Please keep our coworkers and their families in your thoughts and pray for the injured to recover swiftly. All other employees and contractors were accounted for at the site. There's still much we do not yet know about the events which took place. Here's what we do know. Last night at approximately 7:35 p.m. at our Porte complex on Miller Cutoff, we experienced a leak involving our acetyls unit. This unit was partially shut down. Planned maintenance was underway when the incident occurred. Approximately 100,000 pounds of acetic acid was released. The release was quickly stopped. It's believed to be contained at the site. Testing will be performed to confirm no off-site impacts. Cleanup and decontamination was initiated overnight. All appropriate agencies are already underway or were notified, and our investigation is underway at the site. We are fully cooperating with local investigating agencies, including OSHA, the Texas Commission of Environmental Quality, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, and the Chemical Safety Board as well. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Michael Vandersnick. I have responsibility for our manufacturing operations for LyondellBasell. I'd like to say that no one ever wants an incident like this to happen. And when it does, it has an effect on us all. We will find out what led to this release, and we'll work to understand how it happened to prevent a situation like this from ever happening again. Our LyondellBasell family and our extended family that we work with every day are grieving today. At our company, our #1 priority is that every person goes home safely to their family each and every day. We will work with the authorities to understand the details that were surrounding this event. And for our community neighbors, our air monitoring continues to demonstrate that there were no off-site impacts. I'd like to express tremendous gratitude to all the first responders who supported us during this tragic event. And this includes not only our employees and community first responders as well, but Harris County Fire Marshal's office, the City of LaPorte, and the Channel Industry Mutual Aid. I know that you'll have more questions, and there'll be a lot of information to follow for our investigation, and we will provide additional updates as they become available. The latest information can be found at our website, lybresponse.com. And now I'd like to turn it over to Harris County Fire Marshal Assistant Chief Bob Royal.
Thank you, sir. My name is Bob Royal. The spelling on the last name is R-O-Y-A-L-L. I am the Assistant Chief for the Harris County Fire Marshal's Office, and I'm here this morning representing Harris County Fire Marshal Laurie Christensen, who's been up all night long and is trying to get some rest this morning. We have started our investigation. The lead investigative law enforcement agency in Harris County for this incident will be Mr. Sandlin, or Constable Sandlin's Constable Precinct number 8. We will be supporting that investigation. Our investigation began as soon as we arrived on scene last evening, and as you can probably understand, this is very early into this investigation, and we don't have a lot of information to share at this point. We will again be supporting the constable's office in the investigation. Our investigators did arrive on scene last evening and began their part of the investigation, which usually starts with interviews of people that were here, witnesses, collecting information from the company and so forth. But at this time, we're very, very, I guess you would say, we're not into the investigation far enough to be able to release a great deal of information, and because it is under investigation, any information that will be forthcoming will be released through the company. So at this time, I'd be willing to take any questions you have from the investigative or Harris County Fire Marshal's office perspective. That was a different situation than what we understood took place here. And again, we're not sure exactly what happened. There's some decontamination that has to take place before we can actually enter that area. The company is working at that now. So I can't comment on that because I don't have any information in that regard.
How are those 30 employees that were hospitalized? How are they doing?
I don't have that information. You would have to get that information from the company.
Can this gentleman speak to that?
Sure.
Yeah, we're obviously in touch with the families and each individual that's there, and we continue to monitor their condition at this time.
So at this time, you can't say their condition?
This time, cannot say yet their condition. I would say I would classify as one serious injury that was a burn related. The others were more respiratory nature.
Can you talk to us about those contractors?
At this time, we want to make sure we reach out, and we've contacted all their loved ones and their next of kin and their family members before we release any names.
So just to clarify, the beginning of the year, it was 6 people in Florida. We are talking now about 21. So 21 is right now in the hospital, or
We have 21 that are hospital that have been to a hospital, or 28, excuse me. There were 28. That's correct with it overall. Oh, excuse me, 30 at the hospital. Yes, correct. And then the 2 fatalities. Correct. That's correct.
what's next now? Obviously, there's going to be investigation there. How long time we have to wait to get some information about the source of this investigation? What about it?
Yeah, it's early at this time, and we're just initiating that investigation. We're getting the right people involved, working with the agencies. We want to make sure we understand what happened here, so we want this to be very thorough and work through this. So it's early to say at this time.
Are employees working normally? Are employees come to work normal shifts now? Or?
The all clear was given this morning, earlier this morning, to the site at this time.
We can have a loud sound.
That's the all clear that you would have heard, correct. Safety, it's a value for us. We are committed to being able to operate our operations safely. So really having the right investigation on this particular incident I can comment on, we want to understand what happened here and make sure we know how to make sure this doesn't ever happen again.
Taking that point, what people in the area has to be concerned about something right now, about the air pollution, about some measures, special measures that they have to take? What is it for me?
Yeah, one of the things we initiate in an event like this is immediate monitoring of air around the plant facility and beyond other areas. And so we have that and have been monitoring that carefully. We've had no off-site impact from this event.